Betelgeuse, the ninth brightest star in the night sky, is a whopping 643 light-years away from our home planet. This is 50,000 times further away from us than our Sun, at 158 10,000ths of a light-year away. In the night sky, Betelgeuse is found in the Orion constellation, named after the Greek hunter Orion. If you want to find Betelgeuse in the Florida night sky, look to the eastern horizon in the early evening. Betelgeuse reaches transit in the middle of the night, about 2:30 a.m. It can be spotted by looking for the three bright blue stars of Orion's belt. Its close proximity to these three major blue stars contrasts with its own bright ruby glow. Betelgeuse's scientific name is Alpha Orionis, after the constellation that it's in. It translates to the giant. Betelgeuse has many other nicknames, like Sanskrit Bahu from Hindu, Haikboshi from Chinese, and Clara from Egypt and Islam. The name Betelgeuse is derived from Arabic, Yadal Jawaza. It translates roughly to the central one, and is the oldest name of any star in its constellation. Betelgeuse's absolute magnitude, or brightness from 10 parsecs away, is negative 6.02, compared to our Sun's absolute magnitude of 4.83. Its apparent magnitude, or its brightness seen from Earth, varies from between 0.2 and 1.2 over a 400-day period. Our Sun's apparent magnitude is negative 26.74. That is, our Sun appears 130 times brighter than Betelgeuse. Betelgeuse's ruby glow has made it closely associated with the archetype of conquest for millennia and the motif of death and rebirth. Its location in the constellation on Orion's shoulder has become associated with the Greek figure Pelops, who had an artificial shoulder of ivory. Betelgeuse's reddish-yellow sheen correlates to the ivory shoulder of Pelops. Orion sets in the west as the constellation Scorpio rises in the east. Their apparent relative locations have been symbolized into the meaning of Orion being killed by the scorpion. Because Alpha Orionis is on the western side of the Orion constellation, it sets last. Batak people of Sumatra marked their new year with the first new moon after the sinking of Orion's belt below the horizon, at which Betelgeuse remained, like the tail of a rooster. Betelgeuse is a red supergiant of the M2 Lab class. M refers to its red color, and the suffix lab indicates medium luminosity. Our Sun is in the G2V, indicating its yellow glow and small size. Betelgeuse, unlike our Sun, has used up all of the hydrogen in its core and is no longer fusing it into helium. Instead, it's fusing into heavier elements like magnesium, sodium, neon, carbon, oxygen, and iron. Iron is building up in the core of Betelgeuse, whereas our Sun's core is made of helium. This means that even though Betelgeuse is younger than our Sun, it is much further along in its life than our Sun and will die younger. Betelgeuse is 5 units of magnitude brighter and 2,500 degrees cooler than our Sun, at 5,500 degrees. Betelgeuse is much larger than our Sun. If it were to replace our Sun in our solar system, it would stretch all the way to the asteroid belt, engulfing Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Betelgeuse is predicted to be about 10 million years old, a baby compared to our 4.6 billion-year-old Sun. Our Sun will live much longer than Betelgeuse because of its stable fusion process. Betelgeuse's heavy elements will be the death of it. Betelgeuse is beginning to die now and is predicted to die in the next 10,000 years. If it did die today, however, we wouldn't even find out on Earth for another 650 years. Currently, there's no discovery of exoplanets around Betelgeuse, but it is theorized that earlier in its life, Betelgeuse housed several rocky Mercury-like planets. It is possible that there are planets around Betelgeuse, but if they are there, they have yet to be discovered. If there are no planets, it's very unlikely that there is any form of life around Betelgeuse. However, the carbon and oxygen fused in Betelgeuse's core could contribute to life forms. Betelgeuse is one of the most famous stars. It has influenced pop culture, movies, and some of the biggest questions we ask about supernovas and star life cycles. Its massiveness is incomprehensible, and there is nothing like looking up at the night sky to see its red glow. Betelgeuse will forever be remembered, even if it really does only have 10,000 years left to live.